All right, just been shooting some clays and a little fun plinking practice with the guys. Now I'm heading back down to our camp, which is down here inside that tree line just next to the river, to get our lunch going. I'm gonna make some kielbasa and toast some buns. And we're gonna have sausage dogs with mustard and sauerkraut for lunch. Gotta get that going. The guy's gonna be right back down in a little bit to eat it. Hey, this is as good a time as any to interject a little thank you message to all the people who take the time to watch my videos. This is really a hobby for me, but it's a hobby that I enjoy, and I'm gradually trying to improve my skills and learn the craft of video creation. The fact that you take the time to watch what I present is just, it's really something special to me. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. It will help me with my hobby, and also when I have something new that I actually have time to post, you won't miss it. So appreciate your viewership. And for people who like what I do and are interested in helping to support my hobby and to help me come back to Australia, I have set up a Patreon page, and everything that lands in that Patreon account goes into my piggy bank to get me back to Australia. So if you'd like to help me come back to Australia, which I'm going to come back, I'm not certain when yet, but I've got some tentative dates in mind. Tentative, honestly, you know, in the future, more than a year from now at the earliest. And if you want to help me come back, that's one of the ways you can do it. Why would you want to help me come back? I don't know. I mean, why would anybody want to help a dumb American come back to Australia? But if you want to help me come back, tuck over to my Patreon page and check it out, and you know, see which of the tiers you're interested in being a part of. Thanks a lot. Look forward to talking to you or seeing your comments on this video. Keep watching. Thanks. So those are the buns. They have some Kerrygold garlic butter, and I'm just heating them up, melting the butter, and then we're going to fix the kielbasa sausage dogs. Having a good time here at camp, hanging out, cooking good food. Shot a little skeet earlier. Having a good. I'm gonna talk. I'm just gonna do it, and I'll say something later.
Talk if you want to.
Nah.
With the in the background. That's cherry red.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Is there enough I need to move?
You're fine. All right, let's see how that goes. Better get my coal factory going here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I still got that thing going on there.
And at first it was just voice recordings, and or just sound, and it was creepy.
So it was like Sasquatch noises, and so he played them out.
It started out as like all that, you know, the Bigfoot hunters,
Yeah.
you know, that's on like Discovery Channel or something
Right.
like that. Sound nothing like that at all.
I seen you had one.
I just broke the whole thing off.
You can even go that the other way.
Okay, that's good. Yep. Look at this. Just from the condensation of my breath on the inside of the swag. Look at the ice crystals. Now, I was warm as I could be in my mummy sleeping bag with all my gear, but my breath was freezing on the outside of the tent, or the inside surface of the outside of the tent. So, interesting.
Yeah, if you could, I mean, I got a couple of individual snapshots, but in some of your videos, if you could send me a couple of, like, you know, frames.
Oh, you're saying? Oh,
yeah,
you know
of all of us.
Yeah,
Just
you
whatever-
got it. For
whatever you
sure.
got.
For sure. That's one thing that I find that we don't do enough of on the men's trip, to take a couple pictures to remember it by.
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah.
are there, we do a lot better at taking pictures.
Check this out, neighbor.
What you got?
This is where Leven sweat like.
What is that?
Our peating bed.
It's just condensation.
Is it so the heat was blowing underneath it?
No, wasn't no heat blowing underneath it. It was just a heat movement body causing that.
That's wild, isn't it? And if you hadn't had a heater in here, that would have been ice. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You got a puddle of water?
On the cot.
Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. You think that ain't sweat, is it?
No, I definitely wasn't sweating all the time. I was freezing like.
If any part of me was sweating, it was my teeth, because they was chattering a couple of times. There you go.
Got a gimpy front runner hot plate now. right, so I'm on a corrugated road here, so if you hear the bolts shaking loose from the rum runner, you'll understand what's going on. Anyway, leaving my campsite, heading home. It's December the 26th, right? Yeah, today's Monday, December the 26th, and now I've got to go home and unpack the rum runner because Mrs. King and I need to go into the city to get a new toilet for our main bathroom and I think a new vanity. We're having our bathroom sort of I guess remodeled would be the right word. The same tub has been in the home for 40 years. It's a cast iron tub and it's long past in need of replacement. Some of the enamel is chipped off of it, and a couple places the cast iron has even started to rust, so that thing had to go. And so we're getting the whole bathroom redone. So new tub, shower, and toilet, sink, vanity. So what we need to go get today is a toilet and a vanity and pick out sink and fixtures and that stuff. So anyway, we need to get that done because there's people there working on the house today. Day after Christmas, they're already on it, which I'm impressed with. So we need to go make sure they've got everything they need to do to get that stuff done. I did do a little refresh of the bathroom myself about 3 years ago. Not impressed with my work, so we're gonna do it right this time, and it'll be the last time that it has to be done, in my opinion. So hopefully Mrs. King Overland will agree with that. So I'm heading home. Great time camping. We had some good fun with good friends. Last night was the coldest night by far. When we woke up this morning, by the time I got out of my swag, it was at 19 degrees. I think before the sun came up, it was down to as low as 14 or 15 degrees where we were camping. I can't say for certain, but I left a gallon jug of water sitting out on my table overnight, and it was a solid rock. I have, I think, a 7-gallon jug that I had water in. It's about half full. It was mostly ice. I left a bottle of olive oil sitting on the table from some food I cooked yesterday, and it was ice. Did you know the olive oil can freeze? Anyway, it can. It just turns into this cloudy, creamy looking mess. I'm curious to see what it's gonna be like when it thaws back out. I'm sure it'll still be usable. I just need to, shake it and get back to the right consistency. Anyway, we'll see. But all the rum was safe, And also, I didn't realize this before. I should have known probably, but vinegar also doesn't freeze. So, I mean, vinegar comes from alcohol, right? Anyway, a lot of good fun. Very comfortable in my swag. No problems with that. My little, with the cold, my little 12-volt heated blanket, it's not one that you can crank the temperature up on. It's just on. You plug it in and it's on. And it warmed up my setup great. So I had it, last night, I had it underneath my sleeping bag, and my sleeping bag on top, me in the sleeping bag, and zipped up in the sleeping bag with pretty much what I'm wearing now, except for I also had a pair of sweatpants on over my pants. Toasty all night. And I mean, the sleeping bag that I've got is one of those mummy style, so you can even cover up your head and your face if you want to. And I did that for part of the night, but then, I had my face out of it and just a little bit of cool air on my face. But really, inside the sleeping bag, at least in the bottom portion, it was warm. When I woke up, got ready to tear that thing down, I think I got some video of it, all on the inside surface or the ceiling of the swag, just coated in ice crystals. So that's kind of a novelty for a Flaustralian to see. So anyway, thought that was cool. All right, that's enough about that. Just a fun 2-night camping trip with the guys on some private land of one of my friends. That's Terry Fish, and he and his son appear here and there in the videos, as well as my friend T-Rizzle. You'll see him and his setup in this video. If you've already watched, you've already seen him and his setup in this video. So thanks, Terry, for hosting us and making us feel welcome on your land, and we'll be back again. What we need to do in the future is aim for like a 40 to 50 degree weekend, but in Florida, it's hard to hit that. This same time a year ago, maybe it was New Year's weekend, but a week from now, a year ago, we camped an hour north of here in Georgia, and it got up into the 80s during the day. And it didn't even get below 40 or 50 at night. The coldest, I think it was in the 60s at night. So, oh well, it's difficult to determine or to predict what the temperatures are gonna be. So when you got time off and you have a chance to go, you just go and you take whatever the weather comes your way.